Can you do SM-33? So all we know about him is from the TV show Skeleton Crew. So let's recap on the events in chronological order. Now, at some point before 9 ABY, SM-33 accompanied Captain Tak Renard of the Onyx Cinder, and they were on a mission to At Akron, which was one of the legendary 9 jewels of the Old Republic. 2 infiltrated the planet, avoiding warriors, and they reached the mysterious tower known as the Fallen Sanctum. Inside, they found galactic coordinates marking the locations of the other 9 jewels of the Old Republic. When they found the coordinates for the other jewel, At Aten, Renard then took extreme measures. He eliminated members of his entire crew, making sure no one had knowledge of this location. He then commanded SM-33 to erase this data, but also ordered the droid to destroy anyone seeking knowledge of the whereabouts of At Aten. SM-33 and Captain Renard then went to At Aten. However, their arrival was catastrophic and they crash landed on the world, and Captain Renard disappeared without a trace. But severely damaged in the wreck, SM-33 was left inactive for several years. A bilge rat by the name of Snowball then took up residence inside his eye socket, unknowingly interfering with his memory circuits. Then we get to the story. The 4 children, Fern, KB, Neil, and Wim, they stumble across the wreckage of the Onyx Cinder, believing it to be a Jedi temple. As they explored its decaying interior, the dormant SM-33 was discovered, who had seemingly died attempting to pull a lever. And after Neil was startled by Snowball, he jolted the droid's hand, unintentionally triggering the lever, which sealed the ship's hatch. The children, now trapped, continue their exploration, eventually restoring power to the Onyx Cinder and setting it to autopilot. Before they knew it, the kids, they were shot into hyperspace. This revived SM-33, who is now awake and mobile. He confronts the intruders, but before he could do any harm, Fern had boldly claimed that she killed Captain Renard, declared herself the new captain of the Onyx Cinder. Recognizing her claim under pirate law, SM-33 pledges his loyalty to her. He then takes the kids on a tour of the ship. Acknowledging the very deteriorated condition that it's in, he encourages them to go and seek repairs. All the kids wanted to do was just return to At Aten, but SM-33's original programming prevented him from revealing any information that he did have about At Aten, often followed with the phrase, "Can't say I remember no At Aten," forcing Fern to set a course for Borgo Prime to seek those repairs. Now, upon arrival, the group gets separated in the bustling port. A mishap then led to Wim exposing his Old Republic credits to a bartender. This draws the attention of nearby pirates eager to rob them, but SM-33 intervened and he fought off the attackers. But the pirate Brutus then incapacitated SM-33. He was sent to the droid bay and the kids were sent to the brig. While imprisoned, the children then encountered fellow prisoner Jod Na Nawud, a force-using person that offered to help them escape in exchange for safe passage away. They get to the ship, but the kids, they refuse to leave without SM-33, prompting Jod to go back and save the droid. Now the group, they made a daring escape. They reactivated SM-33. With their destination uncertain, they set a course for the observatory moon, hoping that Jod's contact Kim would then lead them back to At Aten. The crew then followed clues from various other worlds to help get them back home. But when it came to the point of when the location was secured, Jod then challenged Fern to become captain. She gave up control, then making SM-33 loyal to Jod. Jod then manages to regain his pirate allies and set course for At Aten. However, the children managed to get home on the Onyx Cinder, prompting Jod to capture them and then claim the ship. However, Fern claimed unclaimsies. SM-33 accepts this line of logic into pirate law and promptly punches Jod in the head, knocking him unconscious. SM-33 then pilots the ship through the maelstrom and arrives safely at At Aten. However, once they were through, Jod returns and relieves SM-33 of his head with a lightsaber, retaking control of the ship and using the kids as help for his disguise as a member of the New Republic and member of the Jedi Order, all to gain access to the planet's vaults. Once the pirates had infiltrated the planet, the children had hatched a plan to call for help. KB reactivates SM-33 and has him pilot the ship into orbit, all to relay a message for the New Republic calling for aid. However, the pirates shot them down, forcing them to crash on the surface. When the New Republic arrived and then defeated the pirates, the children ran to SM-33 and KB's location to make sure that they were okay. And with a great ending, everyone was fine, and SM-33 emerging saying that that was one of his better landings with his head tucked underneath his arm. SM-33 was a surly and temperamental droid. He was bound by an unwavering sense of loyalty to whichever captain under pirate law, strictly adhering to all of those customs. But he is the guy that you want around when you are lost in space surrounded by thieves. Hope it helped.